Hey guys, how you going? Okay, let's get into this. Head first into the news. See, we're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about Diddy. We're going to talk about the US, Canada, and we'll see where we go from there. C3 said, here's a video of President Trump pardoning J6 political prisoners. Everyone involved in the J6 operation was against this. They wanted these Americans to rot in prison. Tom Tillis to Nancy Pelosi. I wonder why. And he is signing, look, he is signing. And you can see when he holds it up at the end as well, the list of names. He's got a lot of EOs to sign there, executive orders. All with their little tabs on them. Look, the little post-it notes.
1,500 for a pardon.
Yes.
Full pardon.
Full pardon or commutation?
Full pardon. We have about 6 commutations in there where we're doing further research.
Okay.
Nice to see you again.
And these gentlemen.
So this is a big one. Anything you want to explain about this? We hope they get them. We hope they come out tonight, frankly.
There's a list of names.
We're expecting it. Approximately 1,500 people. Six commutations.
Okay. Chris Mate said queers for Pakistan. Business Insider. A man tried to set up Pakistan's first gay club. He was put in a mental hospital. Because that's what they do with gay people in Pakistan. I don't know how there is... Yeah, there you go. Queers for Pakistan. They're going to put you in a mental hospital. Chris Middleton said, remember that Starmer was happy for pensioners to die in order to save a paltry sum of money? He told us this was a tough choice that was necessary to fill the £22 billion black hole. Now he's facing electoral oblivion. He's suddenly found the extra money. They think we're idiots. Chris Middleton said Labor's own research said cutting winter fuel allowance would lead to 4,000 deaths. Yet despite this, it was essentially the first policy the new government brought in. What reason is there to do this besides sheer malice for those who are elderly and not well off? Do you remember when UK Labor was supposed to represent the poorest in society? Labor said cutting OAP winter fuel cash could kill 4,000. But they were willing to kill 4,000 in the first place, weren't they? Okay. 6 News Australia. I only put this in because this is not the same person. Jackie Lambie appears at risk of losing her Tasmanian Senate seat with Labor sitting at a quota of 2.5 to Lambie's 0.5. Political strategist Glenn Drury tells 6 News he believes the contest is tight, but Labor may just edge out Lambie and win a third Senate seat. That's not the same person. That was Jackie Lambie. Why does she look so weird now? Look, this is her now. Why does she look like this? Okay, this is Australian Senator, by the way. This was from 2024, but I wanted to show you just exactly what she looks like. Ian Miles Chong said Australian Senator Jackie Lambie says Elon Musk needs to be jailed because he's allowing too much free speech on X. Quite frankly, the bloke should be jailed and... Oh, no, I'll let her tell you. She's a nut job.
Elon Musk has no social conscience or conscience whatsoever. I don't know, whatever Elon Musk is on, it says that that's okay to continue to air that is absolutely disgusting behaviour. And quite frankly, the bloke should be jailed. And the sooner that we can bring rules in or do something about this sort of game playing with our social media, the better off we're going to be. But quite frankly, the power that man has, because of that platform that he's on, it's got to stop. It has absolutely got to stop. Elon Musk.
Oh, you don't like freedom of speech, love. Too bad. V said 2 years before winning her seat in Parliament, Jackie Lambie was in a psych ward, allegedly. Okay, everyone mentioned here is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And everything mentioned here is theory until proven fact. She has joked about a mental health state, but should politicians have a mental health assessment when they're making decisions on our behalf? She said, the day I won my seat in Parliament, exactly 2 years before, was my last day in a psych unit. You see, I keep telling you they're nuts up there in Canberra. I fit in very well there, she joked. Retards down under, said breaking. Jackie Lambie, same person. Yet another retard looks to have lost her Senate seat. It's looking that way, okay? Famous for slandering the unvaccinated and Elon Musk roasting her. Okay, now back to the US. Dwayne Cates said, remember how many people have been screaming for President Trump to pardon Tina Peters and for US AG Pam Bondi to move that ass and get on top of this? Listen to this carefully. President Trump cannot pardon her. She's not a federal prison. She's in the Colorado state penal system. So Trump dropped this yesterday at 8 p.m. Donald J. Trump said radical left Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser ignores illegals committing violent crimes like rape and murder in his state, instead jailed Tina Peters, a 69-year-old Gold Star mother who worked to expose and document Democrat election fraud. Tina is an innocent political prisoner being horribly and unjustly punished in the form of cruel and unusual punishment. This is a communist persecution by the radical left Democrats to cover up their election crimes and misdeeds in 2020. The same Democrat Party that flies to El Salvador to try and flee an MS-13 terrorist is cruelly imprisoning, perhaps for life, a grandmother whose brave and heroic son just gave his life for America. Colorado must end this unjust incarceration of an innocent American. I'm hereby directing the Department of Justice to take all necessary action to help secure the release of this hostage being held in Colorado prison by the Democrats for political reasons. Free Tina Peters now. And it goes on. Yet both of his timelines on X and Truth Social are clogged this morning by dimwits who are yelling in unison, just pardon her already. Dimwits who have no idea how anything works. Colorado has decided to create in Tina Peters a dire warning to anyone who challenged the rigged and stolen election of 2020. For doing her job as Messer County clerk and saving precious data, the original snapshot of how they rigged the country's numbers before they wiped that data and replaced it, Tina Peters had them cold. So they railroaded her into prison for 9 years for election tampering. By the way, Tina Peters' snapshot of Messer County's forfeited election survived, and she's about to be completely vindicated. I think most people have no idea just how hard the commie cult has committed to destroying her. Even now, they're angry at President Trump's beam of light being shed on, obviously. Watch their rage turn to horror as it becomes clear President Trump is dismantling their cheating machine right in front of them. Cutting their access to the US Treasury, our money, via ending US aid has been compounded by Doge's now culling millions of fake or outdated SSNs, social security numbers. And if that wasn't bad enough, worse is coming. LBRY is now in the DOJ crosshairs as a RICO case is clearly in order for that fortified election of 2020. Do you realise just how bad the midterms are going to be for them? And now President Trump is addressing the Tina Peters case of a blatant, utterly corrupt case of injustice. He is opening a door these demonic weasels have been eager to keep shut and out of sight for years. And they call us traitors in every bad word. Spoiler alert, Schumer, Raskin, Jeffries can burble out about DNC revenge on us in the midterms or when they come back to power. Bish, you ain't got no power no more. President Trump has collapsed the illusion you were 40 to 50% of the country in 3 easy moves, and now he's circling back to that stolen 2020 election as America's #1 election denier. Welcome your actual 20-80% ratio in 2028. As I posted recently, there won't be a viable DNC in the midterms. President Trump is collapsing their house of cards right freaking now. The reverberations of USAID's demise are still being felt globally. Those millions of fake SSNs being deactivated is the end for them. They imported millions of illegals on our dime and were using USAID, the Social Security admin, HHS, LBRY and run back election services as their cheating machine. Most illegals never vote. They assign SSNs, then vote for them via mail-ins. So USAID gone, HHS, RFK Jr. is looking A child smuggling horror story right in the face. Gone. Act blue, crippled, and I'm still waiting for the words watermarks and run back. If you like my threads and would like to support them, donate any amount to my Cash App. Cash App at Dwayne Cates, SOU, or just buy him a coffee if you feel like he's earned it. And buy me a coffee, he's in there. What I will do is I will repost that. Very interesting. Okay, we've got a couple of looks at Pam Bondi here. Carly Bones said AG Pam Bondi gets the soccer ball. Remember the soccer ball? Do you remember that? I believe that is a sign. Go, do it now. Remember the soccer ball when Putin handed it to Trump? Mm-hmm. And Trump handed it to Barron? Okay, it's in AG Bondi's hands, sorry. We would pronounce that Bondi here in Australia, sorry. We have a town called Bondi, or a suburb. Okay, Alex Jones in here, breaking top attorney. Tom Renz reveals how AG Pam Bondi recently represented Pfizer, smothering hopes that she'll prosecute the COVID pushers for their crimes against humanity. This is a major conflict of interest. Is she blackmailed? It doesn't take 100 days to put a case together against a pedo child rapist on the Epstein Island. So we've got 2 points of view. We've got her getting given a soccer ball and people who think she has been blackmailed. Okay, this one from Benny Johnson. Rep James Comer drops Epstein file bombshells. The files have been destroyed. Doesn't think Pam Bondi and Kash Patel have them. I warned them. They ordered the release, haven't been released. They are in there shredding documents. The government's involved. Okay, so you believe what you want to believe. But I don't know. Trump's just handed her the soccer ball. Huh. Interesting. We'll see. We'll find out, I guess. Dom Lucas, sorry. Breaking news, India just bombed Pakistan. Pakistan has vowed to retaliate. The Indian-Pakistani war has officially started. Here comes another one. Okay, as if there's not enough going on. Okay, now these are alleged possible outs, okay, in the Australian election. The Teals, Monica Frightbat Ryan. The Teals, Zoe Daniels, Zoe, she, her, they, Daniel. Adam Bant. Green, Adam Hamas Bent. Green, Sam Nam, Sam the Rat Nam. Independent, Jackie Mutton Lambie. Which one of these losers did you enjoy the most? Well, there's some that are still up for debate. There's still, I don't know how they're still counting them now. They should have called it by now, but that's what you get. Pascal Engelhardt said, while Canada proudly downsizes its economy in the name of green delusion, Trump lays it out for Carney, plain and brutal. Canada will fail. You didn't elect a leader, you elected a puppet. Enjoy the collapse. This is when Carney said that Canada's not for sale. So let's have a listen to Trump's comeback on that one. Okay, let's have a listen.
We want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada. And we put tariffs on cars from Canada, and at a certain point, it won't make economic sense for Canada to build those cars. And we don't want steel from Canada because we're making our own steel, and we're having massive steel plants being built right now as we speak. We really don't want Canadian steel, and we don't want Canadian aluminum and various other things because we want to be able to do it ourselves. And we, because of, past thinking of people, we have a tremendous deficit with Canada. In other words, they have a surplus with us. And there's no reason for us to be subsidizing Canada. Canada's a place that will have to be able to take care of itself economically. I assume they can. I will tell you that Trudeau, when I spoke to him, I used to call him Governor Trudeau. I think that probably didn't help his election. But when I spoke to him, I said, so why are we taking your cars? Why are we taking we want to make them ourselves. I mean, I said, and if the price of your cars went up, or if we put a tariff on your cars of 25%, what would that mean to you? He said, that would mean the end of Canada. He actually said that to me. And I said, that's a strange answer, but I understand his answer. But no, I mean, it's hard to justify.
He's trying. He looks like a little boy being scolded at school. And he's trying to butt in here to say, oh, no. Okay, let's keep watching.
Subsidizing Canada to the tune of maybe $200 billion a year. We protect Canada militarily, and we always will. We're not going to, that's not a money thing. But we always will. But, it's not fair. But why are we subsidizing Canada $200 billion a year, or whatever the number might be? It's a very substantial number. And it's hard for the American taxpayer to say, gee whiz.
There you go. He's trying. He's trying to say something. But all he ends up doing is looking like a little boy who's been scolded by the headmaster. Catherine Deeves-Morgan said if Adam Bandt loses his seat and Marine Faruqi leads the Greens, what a gift to us all. Her extremist left ideology and unedifying performances in the chamber could further sink the Greens party. She's accused almost everyone of racism, all her former workplaces, the Australian Parliament, her own party, and she's even taken Pauline Hanson to court for a tweet under appeal. Dutton was a favourite target of hers, but now he's gone. Who's next? Reminder, no Anglo Australians in Pakistani's parliament, yet as a Pakistani immigrant to this country, she's been elected to the New South Wales and Australian parliaments, but our country's supposed to be the racist one? Make it make sense. Oh, she's experiencing racism in her own head, mate. Seriously, let's have a listen. Lunatic.
In my 30 years in Australia, I have worked in many organisations before I stepped into politics. And I've experienced racism in each and every single one of them. And yes, I have experienced racism in the Greens. And in my...
Whoop-de-doo! Do you not have, thick skin? Can you not, water off a duck's backet, You know that old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me? What happened to that? I don't know. These people are pretty weak little snowflakes, really. Okay, Advance said, meet just some of the Greens who got wiped out by Advance. Samantha Ratnam. Wills thought she was running for Gaza. Okay, meet the Greens who Advance just wiped out. Okay, let's have a look. Adam Bandt, Melbourne, wouldn't stand with an Aussie flag. Max Chandler, Martha Griffith, wanted to increase immigration despite housing crisis. Stephen Bates, Brisbane, wasn't saved by his OnlyFans page. Sonia Siemens, McNamara tried to hide the party's what? Oh, tried to hide the party's anti-Semitism. Samantha Ratnam Willis, she thought she was running for Gaza. There you go. So there's just some of the people who are out. Now back to US. Ryan Mattis said we need to hold our politicians to a higher standard. Let's force our public servants to pass a law that tacks on mandatory additional 10-year prison sentence for every felony any politician commits while in office. P.S. Here are some more names on the Diddy list. Iggy Azalea, Meek Mill, Normani, Miguel, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, Princess Beatrice of York, Princess Eugene of York. Oh, come on, I can't read the one underneath here. Stacey Abrams, Kamala Harris, Charlie Ranjit, former US Congressman, Rangel, is it? Maxine Waters, Rahm Emanuel, Michael Bloomberg, Eric Adams, John Kerry, Deval Patrick, and Meek Mill. Okay, Tiana Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Swiss Beats, Lala Anthony, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Mark Wahlberg, Cara Delving, I don't know how to say that. Okay, and someone underneath there that I can't read. Chrissy Teigen, Nick Jonas, Charlize Theron, Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid, Bella Hadid, Zoe Kravitz, Diplo, Offset, Saweetie, and someone down here that I can't read again. There's just some of the names. Now, some of these are going to be witnesses and some of these are going to be more than that. Ryan Matter said this Diddy list just dropped and Kash Patel was photographed with one of Diddy's guests, who by coincidence turned out to be one of the royals who constantly attacked Epstein's victim. She was publicly attacking Virginia Giuffre after she was hit by a bus several weeks ago. Well, she's not the only one. I mean, I had questions too. Patrick Stoufel said this photo of Lady Victoria Harvey with FBI Director Kash Patel makes me sick. Virginia Roberts was bullied to death and Lady Harvey, really? Played a key role in pushing her there after Virginia got hit by a bus. Lady Harvey said it was karma, and right before Virginia died, she posted there was no way out when the lies catch up with you. That's not just an innocent comment. That's targeted harassment of a trafficking survivor publicly, relentlessly. Victoria bullied Virginia to death. Now she must... Really? Who are these people? Virginia Giuffre, it's questionable whether she got hit by a bus, because if you've ever seen anyone's face that bruised, as hers was, you know that there's going to be lumps. It doesn't look like that. Sorry. Okay, anyway, let's have a little look at... oh, okay. I don't know if there's music behind this, so I'll play it quickly and... Yep. Okay, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Campbell, Mary J. Blige, Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Pharrell Williams, Paris Hilton, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Lil Kim, Drake, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Serena Williams, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Brown, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, Tyler the Creator, Megan Thee Stallion, Post Malone, Travis Scott, Ellen DeGeneres, Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones, DJ Khaled, Lenny Kravitz, Madonna, ASAP Rocky or $8AP, Cardi B, Kris Jenner, Lupita Nyong'o, Sean Penn, Therese Gibson, Zendaya, Big Sean. I have no idea who half these people are. Michael B. Jordan, Future, Adele, Steve Harvey, Chris Rock, Nas, Eva Longoria, Pharrell Williams. Didn't we see Pharrell before? Lewis Hamilton, Joe Jonas, Sofia Vergara, Shakira, Demi Lovato, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Tiana Taylor, Floyd Mayweather. Whoa, come back here. Come back. Okay, Lewis Hamilton, yeah, I read that one. Shakira, I'd read that one. Okay. Trying to keep up with it, guys. Demi Lovato, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Tiana Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Swiss Beats, Lala Anthony, like Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Mark Wahlberg, Cara Delevingne, Iggy Azalea, Nick Jonas, Charlize Theron, Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid, I'm sure I read some of these, Bella Hadid, Joe Kravitz, Diplo, now it's going real fast. Yes, I've read most of them. Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, Meek Mill, Normani, Miguel, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, okay, royalty, yep. Princess Beatrix of York. Princess Eugene of York. Princess Charlotte of Casarage of Monaco. I don't know, someone. Prince Albert II of Monaco. Sheikh Moza bin Nasser, Qatari royalty. Princess Madeleine of Sweden. Okay, any more? Seems to have stopped there. No, it's moving. Crown Prince Pavlos of Greece and Marie Chantal. Okay. Lady Victoria Harvey. There you go. Countess Luan de Lesseps. Sorry, I'm not saying that right. I know I can't pronounce words. Don't worry about it. It's the Real Housewives of New York City. Okay. So there we go. What's this now? I'm about to fade. I got my... Nope, still going with music. Okay. Princess Farrell of Jordan. Lady Kitty Spencer, niece of Princess Diana. Barack Obama. Michelle Obama. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Andrew Cuomo, Cory Booker, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams, Kamala Harris, Charlie Rangel, Maxine Waters, Rahm Emanuel, Michael Bloomberg, Eric Adams, John Kerry, Deval Patrick, AOC, Kamala Harris again, Cynthia Nixon, and there we go. Now, I believe there's going to be some crossover from Diddy to Epstein, okay? Even if the Epstein files have been destroyed. I'm not going to, I don't know whether to like that one because really, I don't know, because look, fair enough, right? I don't trust this person either. What's her name? Whatever her name is, lady whatever, right? I don't trust her either, but I know that Virginia Giuffre was also she also became what they were. That's all I'm going to say about that. But hey, she could be in protective custody right now, ready to talk, okay? So we're going to wait and see what happens. Shipwreck said Kamala Harris at the Met Gala the same night her name pops up on Diddy court doc. Looks like Cruella de Vil. Simulation. Oh, dear. And, of course, yep, her name. We've read the names so far that we have. Canada's gone mad, said you don't say. Mike Myers, who endorsed Mark Carney as one of the first celebrities mentioned in the P. Diddy trial. Is this the company Mark Carney keeps? Elbows up. P. Diddy trial sees first celebrity mentions as juror asked about Michael B. Jordan and Mike Myers. Okay. May 5th, Diddy start trial. May 7th, conclave. May 8th, James O'Keefe re-emerges. Trump says US Victory Day. May 9th, Russia festivities with world leaders. Today, Trump declares some of the biggest news to surface anywhere between Thursday and Monday before he heads to the UAE and Qatar. Important takeaway. We've had the ball the entire time. See the ball? Right? You know the ball? That is comms, guys. That is telling us something. If only we knew what it was. No, I'm kidding. I do believe that's their go. You got the ball, now go. What happens when you hand someone the ball? They go. Okay? That's just my takeaway. We've had the ball the entire time. Think offence. Why did POTUS move his entire operation out of TT the day after the, is it Adam Rogers' skiff meeting? The world is watching. The world is here. Eyes on. And Pam Bondi gets the soccer ball. Okay, now James O'Keefe, I don't know what's going on here, but he looks like he's telling people he is not going to take himself out or anything. GDM said James O'Keefe just posted this. James O'Keefe said it all starts Wednesday. So what? Oh, okay. Interesting information about possible like Pfizer and stuff like that. I don't know. Alma Gentile said Alex Jones said he talked to James O'Keefe yesterday. He says neither of them are suicidal. O'Keefe and team already in hiding. Huge story to be dropping very soon. Follow the White Rabbit. James O'Keefe goes dark ahead of an investigation. So something's coming out this week or next week. Long Live America said James O'Keefe says if it works out he's going to release. Doesn't lead to indictments. He's going to indict them himself. Breaking, James O'Keefe announces massive bombshell dropping next month. Government officials caught on camera. Billions of dollars in corruption exposed. Billions in government corruption. 5 or 6 tapes leading to indictments have them breaking the law on camera. And here he is, Marauder magazine. James O'Keefe is a pioneer of media. He exposes the most scandalous of society and takes enormous risks in doing so. Whatever your religious convictions, please pray for his and O'Keefe Media Group's safety. We have a right to know. OMG protects that right. Okay, let's have a listen.
I'm going dark. I'm not suicidal. Pray for me. This one scares me, guys.
He said, I'm going dark. I'm not suicidal. This one scares me. Pray for me, guys. Then we have this one. Professor Rogers speaks for the, I don't know. Breaking news video. Labor's so-called landslide is far from a triumph. I've already read that. Okay. Anyway, guys, that is the news for today. I will keep you updated. I should be back for a live on Saturday, hopefully. And hopefully we have a call in with Tim Eyre after that on Rumble. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.